right, guys, we're back on our Burnout truck. I'm super excited with this thing. Arden got our headers looking real good, very aggressive. This thing looks like it's about to swallow up some tires. Looks kind of like an octopus, but it's exactly what I was envisioning in my head. And that's what I loved about Arden, who is not gonna be with us anymore. So I am sad he's moving to Orlando to be with his wife. But anyways, he did an awesome job with the headers, and it's time to connect a couple dots. We're gonna be finishing up our exhaust. I say exhaust, but it's a very short little run. We're just basically going from this collector right out the side of our front fenders. So it should be pretty simple. I'm gonna go ahead and get our fenders put back on so we know where we're going with it. So before we go putting our fenders on and starting our exhaust, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and put our gaskets onto our header flange just to make sure that the headers are sitting in the exact same place, because that will change the movement slightly. Also, I'm gonna be removing our fabricated brackets for our oiling system for our tank and our breather tank, because they're not gonna be sitting there anymore. We're thinking the oil tank may sit around here. Not really sure yet. We're still kind of trying to figure out our pulleys on our upper pulley and our lower pulley. So Andrew's gonna do some math on that. Hopefully it could sit right here in the middle. So I'm gonna just pull these off for now, and then we'll go ahead and start getting our fenders on. All right, we got our fenders on. We're ready to start rocking and rolling. We already had a bump in the road, man. Always something. So this is 3.5 inch pipe. I ordered a collector, 1 7/8 to 3.5. That's not what I got. So the collector is 3.5 here, and then it has a transition to 4 inch. So that's unfortunate, because now we have to take our headers back off after I just got them on. And these are not easy to put on. They're heavy and they're awkward. So I have to pull it back off, and I gotta cut this off. So hopefully I can cut it off and weld a V-band right onto this collector, to the merge collector exit, and just take all this meat off. So that's where we're at. Good stuff. All right, we're back in business. Now we have our Vibrant V-bands welded onto our collector. So actually, I think this is gonna work out a lot better. I needed to weld that V-band on anyways, and we did have a whole section of extra material here that would kind of put us in a weird position. So by doing so and cutting that off, I think this is actually gonna be real easy. So even with just one pie cut, it looks like we're gonna be able to exit out our fender right in this area right here. So maybe 1 or 2 pie cuts and a straight piece, we should be home free. So I'm gonna go ahead and start playing with some pie cuts and see what we come up with. All right, we got driver's side exhaust going through our front fender. That's what we looking like out here. Can't wait to see some flames popping out. Pop, pop, pop. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this whole assembly out, get some more tacks on it. Probably gonna polish this pipe up a little bit before I final weld it. Then we'll just test fit everything one last time, make sure everything's kosher, and then we'll send it. Bring it over to the welding table and weld her up. All right, we got the driver's side exhaust all finished up. I thought it was gonna be simple, but believe it or not, it wasn't as easy as I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 pie cuts. My original thought was just to turn it a little slight towards the core support. Once I did that, it was too low, and I was basically gonna be coming out in this little hem right here on our fender. So I had to kind of rework it a little bit just to get it up over the top of that, which I think it worked out nice. I'm not sure if I'm just gonna leave it straight out here or if I'll cut that back and maybe do like some kind of teardrop or something. But I don't have material for that, so I did just leave it straight out the side of the fender. I don't love it, I don't hate it. I'm sure once it starts spitting flames out, it's gonna look pretty cool. It's definitely gonna be very aggressive sounding, mean as hell. All right, now that we got our driver's side exhaust all buttoned up, time to hop on over to the passenger side and make it look just like we did over there. So it should be pretty simple. Now that we already know our plan, now we're gonna attack it. So first step is taking our other side of our flange, getting a pie cut tacked onto that. Then we're gonna bring it over here, start playing with that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take my Vibrant 45 and cut our lengths off. You never know what you need when you kind of think what you're gonna do, but the headers weren't there, so I ordered some material. I didn't get any straights, so basically I'm not using the 45. I'm just using this pipe, this bend for our straights, and actually it was like literally just the right amount. There was zero waste except for the 45, obviously. And there's a seam here, which it didn't need to be. If I had straight pipe, I would have been a little cleaner, but that's not really a big deal. So yeah, let's get our pie cut tacked on to our flange like this, and then we're gonna go ahead and clamp that puppy up there and start playing with it. All right, we got our passenger side all taped up. It looks like it's gonna hit. I had to adjust it twice. If you guys have ever worked with these pie cuts, gets a little tricky, especially when you got 4. But I was too low, and then I was way too high, so I found a happy medium in the middle. Got it all taped together. Before I actually find my point on our Fender, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten my V-band nice and tight, because I left it loose so I could still play with it. Now we'll tighten it, because then it's gonna actually live where it's gonna go. And then I'm gonna just do the same thing. I'm gonna take my torpedo level, run it over to the Fender, measure down our half point of our 3 3/4 inch hole that we're gonna drill through the side of our Fender. Then we'll take this whole thing out. We'll pilot the hole from the inside, come back over here with our hole saw and get that cut. Meanwhile, I'll go ahead and tack the heck out of all this stuff here, and then we'll test it up with the hole, and then we'll be able to weld her up like its fellow schoolmate over there on the driver's side. Passenger side exhaust piece is done, fully welded. Go ahead and get this thing thrown in the truck. And as you see here on the driver's side, once you weld everything together, things kind of shift a little bit. So see, we have plenty of clearance here on the top of our pipe sticking out, but on the bottom it is resting on the sheet metal of the Fender. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark what needs to be trimmed over here. We'll get this piece in. I have a feeling we're gonna need to trim a little bit as well. And we'll have to pull these back out and trim them a little bit, and we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and do that and see how we're looking. This side came out a little nicer than this one. I'll tell you, man, when you work around people who weld like this and then you weld, you're like, damn, I suck. Practice is progress, right? It's a little better. But Arten's welds are fire. Shout out to Art, man. I think really the big difference is patience, and I do not have patience. Obviously, a lot of it is in fitment, and when you're working with pie cuts, it's definitely a little bit more tricky, because pie cuts, believe it or not, are slightly bigger than the pipe itself, so your fitment is not great. I did try to work on this one a little bit with my brass hammer, trying to beat it to fit a little bit better. So this side did come out a little bit better than the driver's side, but like I said, practice is progress, so we're gonna keep practicing. All in all, I think it's decent. I'm not embarrassed. But again, when you look at Arten's welds compared to mine, you see the difference. Love you, Arten. All right, so here's what I'm talking about. This thing's kind of moved. As you see on my V-band right now, it's not fitting perfectly on the top. There's a little gap, and I'm hitting the top of my Fender. Before I even get to put this in, I already know I need to clearance the top of this Fender. So we'll go ahead and get the little 3/8 bell sander out here. Clear away a little bit at that top so we can get this V-band flange set in the right place. All right, there we go. Our full exhaust system is complete, from our custom headers to our small little section of our exhaust pipe. This thing is gonna be loud, it's gonna be rowdy, and it's gonna wake up your neighbors for sure. I think it came out really nice, very aggressive. I can't wait to see some flames flying out of these fenders. This thing is looking perfect. Well, that's where we're gonna leave it off on this episode. If you guys are enjoying the content on the Burnout truck build, as well as our twin turbo Lincoln and that blue square body, make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on all the upcoming activities in the shop. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.